Product and process writing, a comparison. There are several ways to approach writing in the classroom. Thus, this video cannot prescribe a system for the teaching of writing that is optimal for all teaching situations. Rather, we are going to describe and contrast two popular, yet very different, approaches and examine how both can be used in the classroom. The first is a product approach. This is a traditional approach, in which students are encouraged to mimic a model text, which is usually presented and analyzed at an early stage. Stage 1. Model texts are read, and then features of the genre are highlighted. For example, if studying a formal letter, students' attention may be drawn to the importance of paragraphing and the language used to make formal requests. Stage 2. This consists of controlled practice of the highlighted features, usually in isolation. So, for example, if students are studying a formal letter, they may be asked to practice the language used to make formal requests, like practicing the "I would be grateful if you would" structure. Stage 3. Organization of ideas. Those who favor this approach believe that the organization of ideas is more important than the ideas themselves and as important as the control of language. Stage 4. The end result of the learning process. Students choose from a choice of comparable writing tasks. Individually, they use the skills, structures and vocabulary they have been taught to produce the product, to show what they can do as fluent and competent users of the language. Next, let's discuss a process approach. Process approaches to writing tend to focus more on the varied classroom activities which promote the development of language use, brainstorming, group discussion, rewriting. Such an approach can have any number of stages, though a typical sequence of activities could proceed as follows. Stage 1. Generating ideas by brainstorming and discussion. Students could be discussing qualities needed to do a certain job, or giving reasons as to why people take drugs or gamble. Students extend ideas into note form, and judge quality and usefulness of ideas. Students organize ideas into a mind map, spidergram, or linear form. This stage helps to make the hierarchical relationship of ideas more immediately obvious, which helps students with the structure of their texts. The teacher remains in the background during this phase, only providing language support if required, so as not to inhibit students in the production of ideas. Stage 2. Students write the first draft. This is done in class and frequently in pairs or groups. Stage 3. Drafts are exchanged, so that students become the readers of each other's work. By responding as readers, students develop an awareness of the fact that a writer is producing something to be read by someone else, and thus can improve their own drafts. This is an important part of the writing experience, as it is by responding as readers both during the collaborative stage of writing in groups, as well as when reading another group's work, that students develop an awareness of the fact that a writer is producing something to be read by someone else. Drafts are returned and improvements are made based upon peer feedback. Stage 4. A final draft is written. Students once again exchange and rate each other's work and perhaps even write a response or reply. Stage 5. Students publish their final draft by collecting the scripts to the teacher, or showcasing theirs on their social media pages. A summary of the differences. Process-driven approaches show some similarities with task-based learning, in that students are given considerable freedom within the task. They are not curbed by preemptive teaching of lexical or grammatical items. However, process approaches do not repudiate all interest in the product, i.e. the final draft. The aim is to achieve the best product possible. What differentiates a process-focused approach from a product-centered one is that the outcome of the writing, the product, is not preconceived. Hopefully this brief explanation makes you understand what is product and process writing. Thank you.